Looking after your feet. Foot care is a very important part of dance. The amount of time we spend jumping, turning, and balancing on them, it is no wonder that injuries often creep in. In order to ensure strong, healthy feet, dancers need to get into good habits of looking after the feet correctly. Let us look at a few ways to help look after the feet. Make sure your shoes are the right fit. Know what type of foot you have. Work the feet correctly in class. Lift up. Do regular strengthening exercises. Listen to any signs of pain and pamper your feet. Make sure your shoes are the right fit. A big part of looking after our feet is ensuring the shoes we wear are the right fit. If your shoes are too tight or too big, may later lead to issues such as bunions, blisters, even tendinitis. Dancers' shoes do need to fit snugly on the foot to enhance the shape of the foot and help create these beautiful lines and extensions. But you do not want them to be too tight that it restricts movement or blood flow. It is like putting on Cinderella slippers. It has to be just right, the perfect fit. Whether it is your point shoes or tap shoes, enough time needs to be spent fitting shoes correctly to avoid foot injuries in the future. Know what type of foot you have. We all have different feet. Some dancers have flat feet, some have with high arches. It is very helpful knowing what type of foot you have. By knowing this, you are able to determine what your foot needs and then tailor-make a workout to get the best out of them. Whether it is more strengthening exercises or more time is needed in stretching the foot, you are able to focus on the areas of your foot that needs improving. By doing so, you are sure to see benefits. By adding strengthening exercises, you are able to keep your feet strong, strengthening the muscles of and around the foot to guard against injuries. By knowing the type of foot you have allows you to be proactive and try to fix or work on whatever problems may come with them. Work the feet correctly in class. Many dance syllabi spend time working on the feet and have many exercises to help strengthen them. This gives you the opportunity in every single class to strengthen and better your feet. The question is, are you doing so and utilizing this time wisely? You need to make sure that when you do each exercise, that you do so with thought and with purpose. You do it to the best of your ability so that you are gaining from the exercise. Be aware of the movement you are doing and how to get the best out of it, engaging the correct muscles, working on enhancing your dance technique. Use the floor pressure on tendus and dégages, really going through the foot, massaging the foot, pushing against the floor, strengthening and articulating the muscles of the foot each time you do a simple action. Roll through each part of the foot on rises and releves, going through the foot on each landing from a jump. Use each moment to gain strength in your feet, working on enhancing them, getting more articulation, improving your technique. By repeatedly working correctly will help give you the strength of propulsion on jumps and leaps, the stability in balances, the security on turns. In doing this, helps you to look after your feet. Lifting up in class. Another important aspect to remember in classwork is to keep lifting up. Lifting up is when you engage the core muscles, glutes, and leg muscles so that you are holding your weight up, so that you are not sitting in the hips and all the impact is going downwards into the feet. The feet take a lot of pressure, so it is imperative that you lift up so that the full weight of the body is not going down into the feet. This is both when you are standing in the center at the bar, as well as in point shoes. On points, you are giving the illusion of floating. So when you go up into the point shoes, you really need to engage your abdominals and leg muscles so that you are supporting the body, so that the entire body weight is up, off of your toes. This will help to avoid many injuries if you lift up and work correctly. Do regular strengthening exercises. This is a must for every dancer. You cannot expect to have strong, secure feet if you do not put the work in. By doing additional strengthening exercises will help to look after the feet and guard against injuries. Simple ways of strengthening the feet are using various tools to help massage and roll the foot. These can be very useful aids in working the feet. These tools include softballs, tennis balls, squash balls, all the way to wobble boards, to foam blocks and TheraBands. Doing strengthening exercises using a TheraBand is such an excellent way of strengthening the feet. By doing basic flex and points, using this band as a resistance helps to strengthen and work the foot correctly. Another simple way of strengthening the feet is just by doing daily slow rises to help gain strength and stability in the foot and ankle. We want the ankle and the muscles around the lower leg and feet to be strong so that you may hold the body securely on pirouettes and with the stability on balances without rolling over on our ankle. This will also help to strengthen the leg and feet for point work. There are many ballet companies who do this in their daily class routines to help guard against injuries. Doming exercises are also a very good exercise for strengthening the foot. Whether you are standing or sitting on the floor, you simply suck the toes up to make a little dome shape with the foot, and then release. Do this a few times each day to help strengthen your feet. Listen to any signs of pain. Listening to the signals your body gives you could help guard against injury. If you feel pain or see swelling, these are signs that something is wrong. You need to take time to listen and to fix what is wrong. If you ignore these signals and persist and continue to just push through the pain, this often causes bigger injuries. Rather take a moment of rest to recover before you make an even bigger problem. If the pain persists, make sure you go and seek medical help. Pampering your feet. Dancers' feet do so much and endure so much. It is vital to take time to give back to them, to love them and look after them, and take time to pamper them. There are a number of injuries and infections that can occur with the feet, especially the toes and toenails. So it is important in keeping a close eye on them and include simple steps for maintenance. These include cutting toenails, looking after blisters, monitoring your toes. Cut your toenails correctly. Taking time to monitor the length of your toenails is a very big part of looking after your feet as a dancer. There is nothing worse than going up onto points with long toenails. You need to try and keep the toenails short, with only a small part of the white line left. You also want it cut in a straight line, not curved. This will help to avoid ingrown toenails. So keep monitoring the length and continue a healthy practice of manicures and cutting toenails to guard against infections. Look after blisters. Blisters are also a very common occurrence in dance foot injuries. Dancers need to make sure that they treat these blisters properly by using a band-aid to cover and protect it to avoid further infections. Prevention is better than cure. So if you do know that you get a lot of blisters on your feet, make sure that you plaster your toes up properly before class to try and prevent this. Monitoring your feet. Keep a close look at what is happening with your feet. Taking time to really look at your feet can help guard against any issues that may pop up. This also allows you to monitor if there is an ingrown toenail forming or if a toenail may be bruised. Take time to look at the state of your heels and see if there are any fungal infections in the feet. Spend time pampering your feet. Give them an extra massage, lather them with some moisturizer, or treat them with a manicure. Give them some love, and this will help to be happy, healthy feet. Having a good routine of looking after your feet is imperative for dancers. This will not only help them to stay strong and pliable, but also help to guard against injuries, helping you to have a long, happy dance career.